You ever have one of those neighbors who simply cannot mind their own business? The kind who treats a cheap clipboard like it's a badge and believes the entire neighborhood falls under their personal command? That was Karen, our HOA president, self-proclaimed guardian of community standards, and full-time expert in making everyone miserable. She once fined a guy because his wind chime was too spiritual. That alone tells you the kind of energy she carried. So when my garage became her latest obsession, I should have expected it. All I did was reorganize it, stacked boxes, hung tools, shoved holiday decorations in labeled bins. But because my garage door was open for a few minutes, Karen decided she had uncovered a major crime. She sent me a long, dramatic letter accusing me of running an illegal storage business, violating HOA rules, and, my favorite, causing visual pollution. Visual pollution from a garage. I politely emailed her explaining it was just normal storage, but logic only makes Karen more aggressive. The next morning, she marched up my driveway with a measuring tape and her homemade HOA badge, taking photos of my closed garage door like she was documenting evidence for a crime documentary. I asked what she was doing, and she said she was building a case. A case for what? My cardboard boxes? Then came the cherry on top. Karen called the county and reported me for running an illegal business. The inspector showed up, took one look inside my garage, laughed, and said, "This is the cleanest garage I've seen all week." Then he told me Karen had submitted a full packet, including a hand-drawn map of imaginary customers parking in my driveway. With stick figures. Stick figures. He shut the complaint down and casually joked, "Honestly, we might need to look into her instead." And he was right. Because suddenly, I started noticing something strange. Different people arriving at Karen's house every weekend. Cars unloading luggage, cleaning crews, families who clearly didn't live here wandering around the pool area. At first I thought they were relatives, until I saw a couple sneak in at midnight with suitcases. That's when it clicked. Airbnb. The same Airbnb Karen had banned in our HOA. The same Airbnb she lectured everyone about. So I searched online, and there it was. Cozy suburban retreat, hosted by Karen, smiling next to the HOA pool that we pay for. From that moment, I felt nothing but entertainment. A week later, the same county inspector returned, but this time he walked right up to Karen's door. She practically sprinted to him, excited to complain about my garage again, but he cut her off. "Ma'am, this is regarding unauthorized short-term rentals." The shock on her face was priceless. He showed her printed screenshots of her listing. Through her open door, you could clearly see suitcases, guest welcome baskets, printed instructions. It looked like a hotel lobby. Then it got even worse. She had been renting out 3 HOA guest houses, claiming they were under maintenance. She changed the locks and pocketed all the money. By noon, county officials shut down her entire operation. Bright orange violation notices covered her house. Neighbors walked by pretending to exercise just so they could watch. Mr. Jenkins even brought a lawn chair and whispered, "Knew she was trouble." That evening, the HOA held an emergency meeting. The vice president projected her entire Airbnb listing on a giant screen. The treasurer revealed she kept every dollar for herself. Karen tried to claim it was community fundraising, but couldn't explain why no community funds ever appeared. When the vice president called for a vote to remove her as HOA president, every single hand went up. Karen stormed out threatening lawsuits, and she actually filed one, representing herself. She held up Airbnb reviews in court, claiming she was providing a service. One review even said, "Great place, but the host watches us from her car." Not the defense she thought it was. During all this chaos, she accidentally emailed the HOA her entire financial folder, including unfiled tax documents proving she made over $50,000 in rental income she never reported. Within days, the county tax department opened an investigation. And then, karma arrived at sunrise in black SUVs. Investigators walked into her house with a warrant, carrying out boxes of documents, laptops, and even her precious clipboard. They discovered she'd also siphoned HOA event money into her personal account. The story hit local news. Her accounts were frozen, she was banned from any HOA position forever, and she quietly moved out. Meanwhile, my garage, still full of boxes, still perfectly legal. And now, it has a sign I made myself, Visual Pollution Headquarters. Every time I see it, I smile, because it reminds me of the day Karma took a detour through our neighborhood and parked right in front of Karen's house.